So our today's portion is we are going to start with the measurement of length or measurement of length. I'm sure that you have using scale from smaller class now, and you all are having either 15 centimeter scale or a 30 centimeter scale. Okay, and you know how to use that one. Okay, so that's what we are going to learn today. Measurement of length. Okay, measurement of length. So what is the definition of length? Length is defined as the straight line distance between 2 points. Length is defined as the straight line distance between 2 points. If I consider point A and B, 2 points and I'm considering, the length is defined as the straight line distance. What is the straight line distance between point A and B? Okay, if you are considering like this also we can consider the distance, or like this also we can consider the distance. They are not straight lines. Distance is the straight line difference between 2 points. These two are wrong. This is correct. It is the straight line difference between 2 points. Okay. Now, next one, the SI unit of length. What was the SI unit of length? What was the SI unit of length? Yesterday we have studied. What was SI unit of length? SI unit of length is meter, and it is represented by small letter m. You remember that one, no? There was yesterday I have said that there is an important table 3.1. Then I have told that you have to by heart that SI units of 7 fundamental units. Okay, so there we have seen about SI unit of length is meter. Small letter we will write meter, representing by small letter m. Okay, then again, you know that SI unit of length is in meter and it is denoted by the small letter m. And how we have standardized this SI unit of length meter? How we have standardized? Yesterday we have seen that in 1960s in Paris there was one meeting was there, which was held by all the scientists from the worldwide, and they have standardized the units. So in order to have a definition, they have kept a platinum iridium bar. That means just a bar. Bar means just a piece of iron, not iron, platinum iridium. That both are metals. Okay, they are a combination of metals, platinum and iridium, and they have kept this one as a 0 degrees Celsius. A particular length of the metal which is made by platinum and iridium, it's a bar. They have kept this one as at 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, so if they are keeping a particular temperature, their length will not increase or decrease. Okay, so that length of that particular bar is taken as 1 meter, or that is considered as SI unit. That is considered as a SI unit for length. Okay, now a copy of this original. You know that this is kept in Paris. Okay, a copy of this original is already kept in India, where it is located, National Physics Laboratory in Delhi. There also they have kept a platinum iridium bar at 0 degree Celsius. Okay, so we can say that length, SI unit of length is 1 meter, and this is actually referred already from the measurement we have seen. What is the measurement? We are comparing a known quantity with an unknown quantity. Okay, so this is the known quantity of 1 meter. This is the known quantity of 1 meter, and if you want to measure any other length, we are comparing that length with this known quantity. Clear? Okay, now next one, common devices used to measure length. What are the common devices what we are using to measure the length? The best one is that the scale what we are using today. Now, okay, we are having either 15 centimeter scale is there, or we will call that one as a ruler. We will call that one as a ruler, scale or ruler. Normally we are having a 15 centimeter scale or a 30 centimeter scale we are using normally. Okay, 15 centimeter means it is almost how many inches? It will be 6 inches, and this will be 12 inches. Okay, then now another things what we are using, that means when you are going to textile shop, if you want to buy some cloth or something, you might have seen that a wooden bar they are keeping, a wooden bar. Have you seen that one? That is meter scale. That means they will be having a wooden a scale which is made up of wood, and reach is starting from 0 to 100. Okay, 100 centimeter will be equal to 1 meter. Okay, so they are using meter bar. Okay, there we will use that term bar. That's a bar. This bar is normally containing 1 meter, and how we have divided this one each, that means we have equally divided this one into 100. Okay, each one division will be equal to 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter, just like our scale, 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, like that it will go up to 100. Then next one, if we are observing very closely, we can see that in between these bigger lines there will be 10 equal divisions. There will be 10 equal divisions, and one equal division will be equal to 1 millimeter. One division will be equal to 1 millimeter. That means 10 millimeter will give you 1 centimeter, and 100 centimeter will give you 1 meter. 100 centimeter will give you 1 meter. So meter ruler we are using. Then after that, from the cloth tailor shop we are using meter rod. That means it's of 1 meter. Then another one you might have seen, measuring tape. Have you seen measuring tape? When the sports is conducting here, you might have seen that when long jump is jumping or when the short put is throwing, the teachers will be going and there will be a big tape will be there which is a round in shape. That means the tape is already wound in that, and they will take that one and they will measure from one distance to the another distance. There we can measure more than 1 meter. 1 meter, that means one tape will be, sometimes it's of 25 meters, sometimes it's of 50 meters, sometimes it's of 100 meters. Okay, so the tape is used normally in order to find out the length of the, or if you want to find out the length of your school ground. Okay, so if we are using a rod, it is very difficult for us. We have to calculate with 1 meter plus 1 meter, we have to measure that one. Sometimes some error can be there. So what we will use? We will use a meter tape. We will use a meter tape. Okay, so whatever things we have discussed up to now, common devices we are discussing. First one is a ruler. Ruler is of 15 centimeter and 30 centimeter normally. Then we are having rod, that means a 100 centimeter or 1 meter wooden rod. Okay, and in physics lab normally we are having this one, 1 meter wooden rod we are having. Okay, then after that we have seen we will use the meter type also in case of bigger distances. If you want to measure, we will use a meter tape. Now, next one. Even though we are using scale from the lower sections, how we are using this scale in a proper way? How to use a ruler in proper way? That's what we are going to discuss. How to use ruler in proper way. Okay, how we are going to use the ruler in proper way? First one, there are 3 guidelines are there. Avoid using the ends of a ruler. That means you are having a 15 centimeter scale starting from 0, finishing from 50. Okay, and nowadays the steel scales are available, but normally in instrument box you are getting a scale which is made up of either plastic or a glass, like a mixture of that. Okay, so when we are handling this one, there is a possibility to break. That means the end can have some blockages or some scratches can be there. Okay, so in case of that one, it is not better to start from 0. It is not better to start from 0. That's what we are telling. Avoid using the ends of a ruler. That means if I am having, suppose I want to measure, suppose my pen. I want to measure the length of my pen. Okay, normally what we will do, we will take our pen and we will keep on the one side of the, that means we will keep it at 0. For that it is very easy for us from, that means if it is up to 5, I can say that it's 5 centimeter. Okay, but here it is telling that if this ruler is very older, sometimes there can be some blockage or scratches will be there, so that we may not get a correct value. We may not get an accurate value. So standardizing unit for what? We have to get the accurate value. So what you have to do? You avoid the 0. N you avoid. Sometimes if 1 is there properly, I can keep it on 1. I can keep it on 1. Then what will happen? This will be here up to maybe 6, for example. 1 to 6. How I will calculate 6 minus 1? Okay, how we will read 6 minus 1? That means 5 centimeter is the length of my pen. Okay, for getting more accurate value, we will not use this ends. We will be taking the middle values. Clear? We will be taking the middle values in order to accurate. But keep it in mind, if your ruler is new, there is no problem with your ruler. You are able to use the ends. Clear? Then second one, place the ruler correctly. That means we have to place the ruler in a proper way. You know that ruler is transparent, is it not? So if I want to measure this the length of my pen, even I can keep the ruler like this, not in a straight. It is also straight line. Sometimes I can keep upside down. Okay. But when we are measuring with a meter ruler, make sure that we are keeping this one very close to the edge of the pen. That means if I want to measure the distance of or length of this pen, this end will be very close to the edge of my pen. If I am keeping pen a little more far, what will happen? Our measurement can be varying. That means the accuracy can be, suppose this is 5 centimeters, sometimes when we are measuring from a long distance, it can be 4.9 centimeter. It can be 4.9 centimeter. So at that time what will happen? We are not getting accurate value, we are having an error. We are having an error. So what is given there? Always place the ruler parallel to the length of a need to measure. That means it should be very close and it should be parallel. It should not keep like this upside down. If it is upside down also same. At that time what will happen? We have to make lines like this. Like, then only you are going to get the correct value. So keep the object which is parallel to the ruler. Okay, and also place the ruler as near as possible. That's what I said. We have to keep edges should be very close. If you are keeping far away, your value will not be correct. Okay, then third one is correct positioning of eye. Correct positioning of eye. Suppose page number 23, you can just look at figure 3.5. Page number 23, you can look at figure 3.5. There see 3 persons are reading a value in a meter ruler. Okay, so here in the example we have used a pen, is it not? So suppose if I am taking this pen up to 6 centimeter, when I am looking from this side, my vision is like this right now. So it can be sometimes 6.2 centimeter if I look from this side. Okay, but if I am moving to the other side, if I am looking from here, sometimes this can be less than 1 or 1.2 centimeter. Okay, so in order to have an accurate value, we should be on the straight behind perpendicular. You should be, and you have to look at this one. Okay, our eye should be always on the top, so that you are getting a correct value. If you are looking from here, it can be 6.2. If you are looking from here, it can be 5.8. So these two readings are wrong. You have to look from straight upside. You have to look from straight upside. These are the 3 guidelines when we are using a ruler. First one, we are not measuring from ends. We are leaving that ends. We will keep in between 1 to 14 maybe, and we will use the measurement. The next one is you have to keep this one parallel and very close to the ruler. Third one, we have to look straight. If you are looking from the sideways, either from the left side or the right side, the value will be varied. You are not going to get a correct value. Okay, this much is clear? This much is clear now? Now we are moving to next one. Indirect measurement of a length using a ruler. Suppose if you want to measure the length of A and B, which is in straight line, it's very easy. It's very easy. We can take just our ruler, we can keep it from one end to the other end. Suppose if it is from 1 to 8, if we are getting 8 minus 1, you will get the 7 centimeter as a length of a straight line. This is the normal case what we are doing. Okay, that is direct method. Indirect method means I am having a line which is curved like this. I am having a line which is curved. This is point A and this is point B. Clear? Is it possible to keep the roller here? We cannot bend the roller. Roller is in straight. We are not able to bend. Okay. Now what we will do? We will take a, here we are going to take a thread. Thread means we are able to bend that one, is it now? So we will keep thread on one end. We will hold this A end very tightly. Clear? We will hold this end very tightly. Then what we will do? We will arrange the thread just over this line. Okay, you are going to just keep on again. You are going to keep the thread over this line. That means the length of the thread and the length of the line will be same. Clear now? Now we will hold on B. We will hold on B. After that we will take out the thread. We are going to take out the thread. Then what we will do? When we are making the thread straight, you are going to get maybe sometimes this much. Okay. Now you can measure the length of the thread using a roller. Roller is in straight line, so you are going to keep the roller here, and if you are getting 12 centimeter, that will be the length of this curved line. That will be the length of this curved line. Clear now? This is the first activity, activity 1, to measure the length of a curved line. To measure the length of a curved line. So how we will measure? We are going to consider the curved line. We will take a thread. We will just keep the thread over the line. After that, from two ends, point A and B is we are holding. Make sure that we are not losing that one. Okay, if your fingers are not tight, you will not get accurate value. Then after that, we are taking that thread, make it straight. Then we will measure using a ruler from one end to the other end, so that you are going to get the length of the curved line. Length of the curved line. Clear now? That is from activity 1. Now moving to the next activity, to measure the diameter of a sphere. Suppose we don't have a meter tape and all. We are having sphere, or you are familiar with the plastic balls, no? Cricket balls. Okay. Suppose you are having a cricket ball made up of plastic. Okay. You want to measure this diameter. You want to measure the diameter of the ball. How you will use a scale? Here you are familiar with the matchbox, is it not? Matchbox. Matchbox or our duster. Okay, like this, the two wooden pieces we are considering. We are going to place one wooden piece here, very tight, and another wooden piece in the other side. Okay, so I have left one wooden piece here and another one wooden piece here. First step, we are taking the ball, taking two wooden pieces or two matchboxes, we are making that tight. Okay, now what we will do? We will keep the ruler just down. We will keep the ruler just down. Then after that, we will make the mark. That means here, if the ruler is very close, suppose if it is getting here, suppose if this is 2 centimeter, this is 6 centimeter. Okay, you will get 2 points. Then 6 minus 2 will be equal to 4 centimeter will be the diameter of this board. 4 centimeter will be the diameter of the board. So if the object is in round shape also, we are able to use ruler in order to find out the diameter. Is it clear? Activity 2 is clear now? Now, 2 more activities are there. What is third one? You suppose you are having this 2 rupees or 1 rupees coin. Okay, so you know that thickness of the coin is very smaller. Is it now? Even if we are keeping with the one side of the roller also, for us the reading of, in order to measure that reading will be very difficult. That means our eyes sometimes will be getting very pain under. Okay, so we are going to take the same coin. That means 1 rupees coin if you are considering 1 rupee coin. If you are considering 2 rupee coins, 2 rupee coin. We are going to take 5 coins or 10 coins. Okay, and arranging that one in a way that they are just keeping up by up. Okay, so that what we will get, you are going to get a like this one arrangement you will get. Maybe how much you are considering, that much. Okay, so if we are considering only one, sometimes if we are keeping the ruler here, sometimes it will be maybe 2 millimeter or 1 millimeter. So it is very difficult for us to read. Okay, so in order to overcome from that difficulty, we are considering 5 or 10 coins which is placed one upon another. Then after that what we will do? We will keep the ruler upside down. We will keep the ruler upside down. Suppose if it is starting from 1 and if it is starting from 6, what will happen? Or if it is starting up to 5, you got 6 you got. Then what will be the height of this one? What will be the length of this one? 6 minus 1 will be equal to 5 centimeter. Suppose 5 centimeter you got. Okay, how you will take the thickness? Height of the column, that means 5. Height of the column is 5 centimeter. Then how many points we have considered? Suppose 5 points we have considered. Okay, so 5 by 5 you will get a 1 centimeter is the thickness of one coin. Okay, 1 centimeter will be the thickness of one coin. So how we will do this activity? The coins and all we will place one upon another. Then we will take the total height. Then the total height divided by how much number of coins we have considered. If it is 10, we will divide that one with the 10. If it is 5, we will divide with the 5. Then you will get the value. It is sure that it will be less than 1 centimeter, maybe 0.2 centimeter or 0.1 centimeter only you will get. Clear? So like that also we can find out indirect method how we are using meter ruler. Okay, ruler. Then last one is the how to find out the diameter of a wire root. You know, when we are opening the wire, electric wire, you can see very thin wire you can see. Is it now? If you want to find out the thickness of that one, how we will find out? Okay, how we are going to find out? We are going to, suppose you are having pencil now. Okay, so we are going to take our pencil. Then what we will do? We will take that wire or a thread. Then we will wound this one. Okay, just we are considering a pencil. Suppose your pencil is there. You are going to wound this one like this. One upon another. You will just round that one. Okay, provided that one round should not be one upon another, and there should not be any gap between two wounds. Very closer, we are just going to wound that one. Just like figure 3.9 is there in page number 24. You have seen. Okay, and we will keep that one on a meter ruler and we will measure this height. How much distance we have wounded. Okay, so suppose if we are getting 5 centimeter. Again, here for example 5 centimeter we are getting, and if you are having, how many wounds will be there? Sometimes 20 wounds will be there. Okay, so you will divide it by 20 times you will be divided and you are going to get a point value. That will be the answer. That will be the answer. Clear? Clear? So, today we have discussed about the measurement of length. What is the measurement of length or what is length? Length is the actual distance between the straight line distance between 2 points A and B given. Okay, now the SI unit of length is meter. Okay, rule you have to keep it in mind. We will use only small letter M. If you are writing in words, small letter meter. Okay, if I am asking in the exam, what is the SI unit of length? That means you have to write in words, and then what will happen? If you are using that starting with the capital, will you get mark? You will not get mark. You should not use a capital M. We will be using only small letter M. Okay. Then after that we have seen some devices which we have used to find out the length. First one is a ruler. Then second one we are using as a rod. That means a wooden rod, 1 meter rod. Then after that we have seen about a tape, meter tape. Okay, these are the 3 things what we are measuring normally, the length. Then after that we have seen about how to use a ruler correctly. There are 3 rules are there. That means avoid using of end of a ruler. Then second one, place the ruler correctly, and third one, correct positioning of the eye. Then after that we have seen that indirect method how we are going to measure. There we have seen about how to measure the length of a curved line. Then after that we have seen about how to measure the diameter of a ball. Then the thickness of a coil and thickness of a wire. Clear now? Okay. So this is about today's class, and we will move to the next section next day.